Hey guys, I'm Lauren. Welcome to the SideChef Studio Kitchen. Today we're making McDonald's apple pies with my own secret ingredient. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is peel and dice the apples. You're welcome to use another type of apple, but I think green apples give the best flavor because they're very sour and you get that really nice appley tang. What I'm looking for here is a really fine dice because that's going to allow us to fit more apples into each pie. Now we're going to toss the apples in a little bit of cornstarch until the cornstarch disappears. What this is going to do is act as a thickener for our sauce so that it doesn't leak out of the pies when they bake. So here I have a skillet over medium heat. I'm just going to add in this butter and let it melt down. Now that the butter is melted, we're going to add in the apples, the sugar, the brown sugar, the lemon juice, the cinnamon, and the salt. I'm going to start stirring these. My final secret ingredient is a couple pinches of nutmeg. You won't really be able to taste too much of the nutmeg, but it's going to really enhance that cinnamon flavor. Stir everything together and cook down until it's super nice and thick. Should take around 10 minutes. Our filling has thickened and it's looking great. Now we just set it aside to cool completely. Now we're going to make the apple pie topping. I've always thought McDonald's pies tasted a little bit salty, so in addition to cinnamon and sugar, I'm also going to add a pinch of salt. Here we have our pastry dough. If you haven't already done so, put it on a piece of parchment paper so that it doesn't stick to anything. Next, we're going to cut it into 6 pieces. Before we start to assemble, cut 3 slits in the top of half of the pieces. Those are our top pieces and they're going to help let steam escape. Finally, it's time for assembly. First, we're going to brush the edges of each of the bottom pieces with a little bit of this beaten egg. That's going to help seal the pastry shut so nothing leaks out. After that, add 2 to 3 tablespoons of the cooled apple filling. Now we're going to cover the pies with the top pieces, use a fork to seal the sides, and then pop these back in the fridge for 10 to 15 minutes because that time is going to allow them to really firm up and keep their shape in the oven. Before we put the pies in the oven, we're going to sprinkle them with the cinnamon sugar mixture we made earlier. To give it that classic McDonald's look, just add a little extra on the sides. Our pies are ready to go into the preheated oven. You're going to bake them for 20 to 25 minutes until the tops are a nice golden brown. Okay, these guys just came out of the oven. They're looking amazing. They're smelling even better. Let them cool and then serve. Aren't they beautiful? Some days you just want a piping hot, hand-sized apple pie without leaving your house, and this recipe is perfect for that.